Hello children, today we're going to start by looking at our words of the week. So these are our vocabulary, and again I've chosen them to work around our story that we're writing, our Windmill Farmer. And so as you get through the literacy, you'll see where we're going to be really thinking about show, not tell, where we're giving the ideas of how the characters might be feeling without telling them. And so I've chosen these words with that in mind. So the first one is plummet. Okay, so you might have heard it, plummet. So it has the idea that something is falling or dropping down at high speed. So for an example, a climber was killed when he plummeted 30 feet down into an icy gully. So we can use it to mean falling. Sometimes we talk about the temperature suddenly plummeted. So if you've ever been out and then suddenly it goes really, really cold, we might use it to explain that. So to descend means to go down and to do it quickly, rapidly. But you can also have a plummet in the idea of money. So suddenly hardware sales have plummeted. So I think you can think about perhaps the things with COVID and the fact that none of us are shopping. So Primark sales might have plummeted in the last few months. And then you also have, what was I going to say? Decrease in... you can relate it to feelings as well. So if our feelings suddenly change and our feelings go down, we might feel our happiness plummeted. Okay, so I've put that one in there. Let's have a look at the next one. So the next one is haunted. Now, I'm sure as soon as I said that, lots of you thought about ghosts. So haunting or to be haunted is either a place which is frequented by a ghost. So a haunted room in a castle. So that, why have I put that in? How's that going to do? Because we're not writing stories about ghosts, are we? So if you think about the word can be used in a different way, and you can see the second one is showing signs of mental anguish or torment. So the idea is sometimes when you keep thinking about the same thing, maybe it's something that happened or something that went on in somebody's life, they might be haunted by the past. So things that have happened to them might haunt them. And I suppose I was thinking about when the Windmill Farmer lost his crops, you know, that idea of what he had, he might haunt him. He might not be able to think of anything else. And so it's, you know, not really a good feeling when you're really worried about something or something plays on your mind a lot. So it's a good way of saying that. And then the third one is extinguish. So you might have heard that in fact, now I'm thinking we've done this one already. Have we done extinguished already? Oh, Mrs. Marshall's silly. We've already done extinguished, but we're going to do it again because clearly I can't remember that we have. So, and it will link really well to our story. So extinguished, cause a light or a fire to cease to burn or shine. So a fire gets put out, the fireman extinguished the blaze, but also I suppose more for us, there's no fire here, but we're thinking about our hope being extinguished and the farmer's hope being extinguished, to put out, to destroy little by little. And so that's a really good word to think about when we write about the farmer, especially if we're doing show, not tell. So it's a good way to say that his hope is disappearing. So sorry to have done that again. Clearly Mrs. Marshall's doing too many things and things are falling out her brain, but I think we all are. And hopefully we've got a bit of a rhythm and a pattern now. We've got a bit of a routine. So every week will be a bit easier. So as last week, I've got these sheets available. You do not have to have these sheets. They're just a really nice way sometimes of collecting it, and people who've got printers at home or want a way of structuring it, it can help. So as last week, we will do the definitions on Monday, where we might think about what the words mean and how to draw them. If it works, you might not be able to draw it. And then on Tuesday, we'll do the synonyms, and on Wednesday, we'll do the antonyms. And if any of you want a little extra challenge, you might choose to write them in sentences and use them in speech, but that's up to you. Okay, well done. Keep up the good work.